The Xenobiology Research Station on Kepler 442b had faced violent storms, hostile fauna, even a failed reactor incident that nearly tore half the ring apart. But nothing had ever frozen the station into silence the way the alarm klaxons did that day. Red emergency lights flooded the corridors, doors sealed. Automated defense turrets unfolded from ceiling panels with a mechanical hiss. Every species on board knew what that alarm meant: predator breach. Commander Zather stood at the center of the council chamber, his six-jointed forearms trembling so badly that the data slate in his grip rattled against his armor plating. "The Vorak cubs," he croaked, "are missing." The chamber fell into a silence so deep that even the air recyclers sounded loud. Dr. Emma Chen felt her stomach drop. Vorak, 8-foot-tall apex predators native to Kepler 442b, midnight fur, titanium-crushing jaws, intelligence bordering on strategic reasoning. And now, 2 cubs had escaped the highest security containment habitat on the station. Cubs that could still shred a reinforced bulkhead. Captain Morak slammed his clawed fist into the table. "That is impossible!" "The barriers are rated for creatures 10 times their strength," Emma whispered. "They hunt in coordinated pairs, they learn faster than most sentient species, and they see everything that moves as either prey or threat." Then a human voice cut through the panic. "I'll handle it." Alexander Rodriguez stepped forward. Security Chief, former Terran Marine, 5'11", no visible fear. Alien eyes turned to him in disbelief. "Chief Rodriguez." Morak hissed, "This is a death zone." Alexander adjusted his tactical vest and calmly checked his sidearm. "They're kids. They're scared. That matters." Emma grabbed his arm. "Alexander, Vorak cubs kill grown adults." He smiled. "Yeah. But scared kids make dumb choices. Let's bring them home." And then, alone, he walked into the dark. The lower habitat ring felt like the inside of a cave. Lights were dimmed to preserve nocturnal life cycles. The air was heavy with mineral dust and ozone. Emma followed at a distance with thermal scanners while alien security teams locked blast doors behind him in case containment had to be sacrificed. Heat signatures rising. Emma whispered, "They're right around the bend." Alexander rounded the corner and stopped. 2 massive shapes crouched in the center of the corridor. Vorak cubs. Amber eyes glowed in the darkness, muscles coiled. Claws slid halfway from their sheaths. Security cameras captured every heartbeat. Every alien watching knew the outcome. This was where humans died. Instead, Alexander slowly knelt. He set his rifle on the floor and extended his hand. "Hey there," he said gently. "You two get lost." The smaller cub tilted its massive head, sniffed. Then, against every rule of xenobiology, it pressed its skull into Alexander's palm and purred. A sound like distant thunder rolled through the corridor. The second cub bounded forward and shoved its head into his other hand. Both were purring, rubbing, nuzzling. Emma whispered into the comm, voice shaking, This is impossible." Alexander scratched behind one cub's ear. "Yeah, they're scared. And scared kids just want someone calm." And then the moment that rewrote textbooks across the galaxy. Alexander bent his knees, scooped both cubs, each nearly 200 pounds, and stood up. He placed them on his shoulders like oversized kittens. They settled in comfortably. One batted at his hair. The other tucked its chin against his neck. Alien crews screamed and dove out of corridors as Alexander casually walked through the station carrying 2 living extinction-level predators like toddlers at a parade. "This is Security Chief Rodriguez," he said calmly over the intercom, returning lost cubs to containment. Inside the habitat, the cubs reluctantly climbed down. They turned back and pressed their faces against the transparent barrier as Alexander walked away. Waiting, watching. By nightfall, the story had spread through 3 sectors. By morning, it was in 12 languages. By evening, it was legend. Emma Chen filed her report. Human pack, bonding instincts override xenobiological threat hierarchies. They do not dominate predators. They befriend them. recommend hazard pay when working with humans, not because they are dangerous, but because they make the impossible look routine. And in the habitat, 2 Vorak cubs waited by the glass for their human to come back, because the scariest creatures in the galaxy had just found their favorite person,